Alright guys, this is Mithril back with another Tiny Tina's Wonderlands legendary item guide video, and today we are here in, however you say this, Osugol Necropolis at the Hall of Heroes, because the enemy we have to fight today is Nightmare. Let's jump on down. Nightmare spawns, so I will cut and come back to when Nightmare is almost dead. Okay, and Nightmare should be dead. Okay, we got something. Is that it? Is that the item we're looking for today? And it is the Twin Soul. So I already have one. Here it is. Let's see here. What's the difference between mine and this one? Well, damage, first off. Okay, mine's shock, that one's poison. Mine is enchanted. I got Archmage and Echo, and that one has amped and vampire. Okay, vampire is good. So I'm probably going to use mine. So here it is, the Twin Soul by Swift. So let's take a look at it. It's got an eye, it's got some sort of guard, it's got a dragon head. Very thin, kind of looks like a rapier. Or maybe an S-stock, kind of. I know, obviously, it's not a rapier or S-stock, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's got some weird thingy here. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But overall, it looks pretty nice, looks pretty good. It's by Swift. Its red text is, "A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth." So, the unique ability of the Twin Soul is, the Twin Soul is one of the only swords that always spawns with 2 hilt mods. So I'm pretty sure what that means is it spawns, you know, with 2 effects, like Archmage and Echo, right? Yeah, see? Imbued with Echo and Archmage. So depending on what you're doing, you can get some really good combos here. Probably like Vampire and Echo. Maybe Archmage if you're doing spells and Echo like mine. It kind of just depends on what you're doing. So let's see here. And as you guys can see, it does swing pretty fast. But anyways, let us go and test this weapon out now on some bad guys. Okay, now I'm here at the Shattergrave Barrow at the Grave Nave, as you guys can see here. And let's see, what am I rocking? Do I have anything for melee? Not really, okay. Here are my skills, my hero stats, then I do have 10 points into the beginning of each of the myth rank items, and chaos 20. So yeah, like I said earlier, it kind of just depends on what you're doing. And, you know, whatever your hilt mods are.
You have been judged and found wanting.
I mean, I would probably always go with Vampire. Because, I mean, how can you go wrong with Vampire? I think Vampire is a pretty good one to have. I don't know if you can have 2 of the same mod or not. Imagine double Vampire. Or double Echo. I don't know, actually. I probably should have checked that out, see if you could. So far, the damage is okay. It's not the greatest. But I imagine you're probably going to use it more for the hilt mod than anything. Come on, come back here. Let me see, what does Echo do again? Okay, so if I shoot, and then I do damage, for the next 10 seconds, my melee is going to do more damage. It's probably been longer than 10 seconds. Yeah, as you guys can see, with Echo, if you're doing a gun build, and then you run up the melee, you're going to be doing some pretty good damage. So if you're probably running a Blight Collar build, Echo is going to be pretty good on this weapon, and then whatever else you want. It just sort of depends on what you're doing. Anyways, let's buff. Now, if I were to run this weapon on my melee build, if you guys have been watching for a while, you know how OP it is. If I were to run it on that build, it would obviously do pretty good. But, this is my personal opinion. My opinion is, the Twin Soul really isn't made for strict melee. If you're going to use it, I think you're going to use it more as a utility weapon. Now, depending on what you're doing, if you're like a Stabomancer and Berserker, of course you're going to be doing more melee damage than, say, a Spellblade, or not a Spellblade, but a, what's the correct term? I can't remember the class, but, you know, like a Spell class and, I don't know, a Sporemancer. Or a... Is that what it's called? A Sporemancer? A Spore Warden, there we go. I don't know why, I was drawing a blank. But, yeah, I think you're mainly going to be using it as a utility weapon, like I am, but that's just my opinion on it. Anyways, let us go and test this weapon out now on a boss. Okay, now I'm here at Tangle Drift, what's left of Driftwood. So let's jump across. Jump on down to where Parasite is. Alright, let's try it out. As you guys can see, the damage is pretty lacking. I'm just waiting for more ads. Okay, I'm gonna buff myself twice. And yeah, as you guys saw, that one stab did more damage than this like entire swing, at least so far. Or what it did in the past, I guess. If you guys are watching my spell, it's cooling down much faster. Nope, run away. Oh, I got stuck on a stupid box. Wrong mushroom. Okay, I was shooting my own mushroom. I mean, look at that. Echo is pretty good. It's pretty OP. You do a bunch of damage. You run up to something, just swing at it. It's pretty much going to be like chunks of damage. Let's see if I can... That was not a good showing of Echo. But anyways, I think you guys understand, you know, what the Twin Soul's about. Like I said, I don't really think it's a melee weapon unless you're running a busted OP melee build. I think you're mainly going to be using this as a utility weapon. You're going to be using it for Vampire, Archmage, Echo. It just really depends on what your build's about. But yeah. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video on the Twin Soul, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe because we're on the channel, and I will appreciate it like always. And then I hope to see you guys next time. Oh, let me know, did I use this item correctly? If I did, great. If I didn't, make sure to let me know, because then I'll do a part 2 on it. But for now, all I really can say is I hope to see you guys next time.